Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Saturday, October 7th. I am Lance Brock here. We got a pretty big Saturday episode of 360 Good Morning Wrestling fans. Today, hope everyone is having a fantastic Saturday morning so far. Tonight we have WWE Fastlane Premium Live event available on Peacock and the WWE Network, depending where you are. And also tonight, AEW Saturday Collision at a special start time 1 hour earlier, 7 p.m. Eastern on TNT. And I do plan on having a special live episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic tonight, talking about both shows, which unfortunately I have to apologize now for missing last night. Did not have a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic last night talking about SmackDown and Rampage. Don't do that too often, so I apologize, but I do plan on having the live episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic tonight, talking all about Fastlane. Sorry about that. Fastlane and Collision tonight. And let's get right into it, and let's talk about first WWE Fastlane, which will be live at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. And we'll start off, I believe, is going to be 7 p.m. with the kickoff, which will be going head-to-head with Collision. And our matches we have tonight, we have the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championships on the line. The Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest taking on the team of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and main event Jey Uso. I think this could be a pretty good match, actually, but if I had to make a prediction, I'd have to say I see Judgment Day retaining. Who knows, I think they might have Rhodes and Uso work together as a tag team, or most of the match anyway, but I don't really see them putting the titles on them. Who knows, I could be wrong, but I think the Judgment Day going to be retaining the titles tonight. And we have the Latino World Order, Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, and their partner to be determined, with Zelina Vega in their corner, taking on Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. In this one, if I had to make a prediction, I'd say that I think Lashley and the Street Profits are probably going to go over. They have just recently put them together as this faction, and I'm sure they want them to look strong since they are just starting up together. And I'm sure they're probably going to go over the LWO and the 6-man tag tonight. And there is a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. Io Sky defending against Asuka and Charlotte Flair. I think this will be quite an entertaining match. And I'm going to go ahead and say that I think Io Sky is actually going to retain somehow. She might sneak out the victory and steal it from one of them. But I see Io Sky retaining the women's championship tonight against Charlotte Flair and Asuka. We have a tag team matchup next. John Cena and LA Knight teaming up to take on the Bloodline, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. And they will have Paul Heyman in their corner. I think this one will be a pretty good match. And I see Cena and Knight getting the win. And I think it'll be LA Knight getting the pin for his team here to kind of give him some momentum, to kind of get him over a bit. But I think these four will have a pretty good match together. Like I said, I see maybe LA Knight pinning Jimmy Uso to get the win for himself and John Cena. But who knows? I could be wrong. And the main event, or the match that I think is going to be the main event of tonight's card, we have for the World Heavyweight Championship in a last man standing match, Seth freaking Rollins defending against Shinsuke Nakamura. I think this one will be a very good match. As far as a prediction, I think I'm going to have to say the same thing that I said for their last match. And that is, sometimes what you want to happen and what you actually think will happen can be two completely different things. First, I'll start off with what I would like to see happen here tonight at Fastlane. And that is Nakamura winning this last man standing match against Rollins and becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion. And now, on the other hand, what I think is going to happen, I think these two are going to have a really good match. And there will probably be some parts in this match where it looks like Nakamura has Rollins really beaten down to where he can't get back up, can't answer the 10 count. But in the end, I think Seth Rollins is going to retain in this one by defeating Shinsuke Nakamura. And that is what I think is going to happen in the main event of Fastlane tonight. Who knows, I could be wrong. And maybe what I actually want to happen with Shinsuke Nakamura becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion will actually happen. But only one way to find out, and that is to tune in to WWE Fastlane tonight on Peacock and the WWE Network. Also tonight, we have AEW Saturday Collision at a special start time of 7 p.m. Eastern on TNT. And tonight's Collision will be live from the Maverick Center in Salt Lake City, Utah, going head-to-head with the kickoff and the first hour of Fastlane. And we will see Absolute Ricky Starks and Big Bill team up, and they will challenge the AEW World Tag Team Champions, FTR, for the titles. I think that would be a really good match. And we will also see the Collision debut of Timeless Toni Storm, and she will take on Kiera Hogan in singles action. Also, we will get the Collision debut of the Rated R Superstar, Adam Copeland, and more. That is all tonight, live on TNT. Remember, special start time of 7 p.m. live on TNT. It'll be going up against the first hour of Fastlane and the kickoff show as well. And it is not the first time in this. This is just the first time in 4 days when WWE and AEW will be going head to head. Of course, you got what people on the internet are calling the Tuesday Night War coming up this Tuesday. WWE NXT versus AEW Dynamite. WWE has definitely tried to make this almost like a kind of a WrestleMania. They booked John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Asuka, Paul Heyman, and now the commercial they showed on SmackDown last night, the Gong. And I did actually see some rumors during the day yesterday that The Undertaker will be showing up this Tuesday on NXT. So it's just kind of funny to me how they say they don't care about AEW. They're not concerned about AEW, but when AEW is on a Tuesday night going head-to-head with NXT, they panic and get all these big names and try to make kind of like a WrestleMania type show. But that is this Tuesday, Dynamite vs. NXT. But first tonight we have WWE Fastlane and AEW Saturday Collision tonight. And like I said, I do plan on having a special live episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic sometime tonight, talking about both shows. Tonight my plan is to watch Fastlane live and DVR Collision. So as soon as I finish Fastlane and then watch Collision, I'll try to go live for 360 Wrestling Fanatic. So stay tuned, everyone. And that is all for this Saturday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate all of you listening. And remember to stay tuned for the special live episode tonight, sometime after Fastlane and Collision. And I'll be back tomorrow morning for the Sunday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Hope everyone has had a good Saturday morning so far. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Hope everyone enjoys Fastlane and Collision tonight. But until I talk to all of you tomorrow morning, have a great pro wrestling day.